A book does specific things for a coaching practice and doesn't do others. The honest version of what it does, positional authority, conference doors, corporate buyer credibility, and what it doesn't, meaningful royalty income, automatic clients, is the conversation most coach-author conversations skip. Here's the time math, the royalty economics, and the 4 conditions that decide whether the timing is actually right. Picture a coach on a conference panel. The moderator asks what the book did for their practice. The answer is almost always some version of "it opened doors." That's true as far as it goes. What usually doesn't follow is how many hours the book cost, what the royalty economics actually look like, and what open doors translates to in signed clients over what time horizon. This video gives you the honest version. A book does specific things well. It signals positional authority in a niche. It opens conversations with conference organizers who need credentialed speakers. It provides a credibility shortcut with corporate buyers who evaluate vendors by credentials. It extends the shelf life of your thinking beyond any single conversation. What a book doesn't do: generate meaningful royalty income from most professional coaching authors, replace relationship-based demand generation, automatically produce clients. The clients still have to find the book, then find you. Write itself in the time you have between client sessions. A book is practice infrastructure. It does specific things well. It doesn't do the things it doesn't do. The time math, honestly. A professional nonfiction book, researched, structured, drafted, edited, and published at a quality level that does the credential work you want it to do, typically costs several hundred hours of focused work. Not total thinking about it hours, focused drafting and editing hours. If you protect 10 to 15 hours per week for that work, which is substantial, competing directly with coaching sessions and operator investment, you're looking at 12 to 18 months at minimum. Most first-time authors take longer. That time has an opportunity cost at your effective hourly rate. That cost belongs in the analysis. Royalty economics, the actual numbers. Traditional publishing advances for coaching nonfiction vary widely and are not a primary income source for most professional coaching authors. Self-publishing avoids the advance question, but transfers all production and marketing investment to you. Neither model generates consistent, meaningful income for most coaches who write. The ones that do generate income are outliers, and they usually did so because the book built something: speaking fees, consulting engagements, credibility with enterprise buyers, that the royalties alone never would have. Write a book for the positional value. If the royalties are there, that's an upside. Don't model your practice on them. When the timing is right, the book decision pencils when 4 conditions hold. You have a defined niche and a point of view that's genuinely differentiated, not a synthesis of what's already in the market. The audience for the book overlaps substantially with the audience for your practice. You can protect 10 to 15 hours per week for 12 to 18 months without breaking the practice, not at the expense of the 5 determinative decisions. The book's positional value, speaking, authority, corporate door opening, addresses a specific constraint in your current demand generation. If the timing isn't right, that's not a failure. It's sequencing. Speaking from inside this, co-authoring a book is real work, real cost, and real positional value over time. The clients who came in through the book came in because the book opened a credibility conversation that converted into an actual relationship, not because they read a chapter and picked up the phone. The door opening is real. The path from door open to signed client is still a sales conversation, still relationship work, still the same fundamentals the rest of this course covers. The book doesn't bypass the 5 decisions. It creates better conditions for one of them: demand, for a specific buyer type. 2 questions to answer before you start writing. First, what specifically would a book do for your practice that you cannot accomplish another way? And are you confident enough in that answer to commit 12 to 18 months of protected weekly hours to it? Second, if you ran that time math, hours at your effective hourly rate against what the book realistically generates, does the opportunity cost make sense for your current practice stage? If both answers are clear, the timing may be right. If either is fuzzy, the sequencing conversation may be more useful than the book conversation. Licensing, groups, courses, books, all extension questions. Unit 10.3 is a more foundational one, solo or firm. That's a design decision, not a growth decision, and it's worth arriving at deliberately.